We've got to stand up to bullies. We've got to stand up to an administration which is too male, too pale, and too stale.
Do you think that Donald Trump should sue New York Attorney General Letitia James, and on what grounds?
I think she should. I saw an interesting little comment of hers I'd not seen before the other day. She said when she was running for Attorney General that she wants to fight an administration that's too male, too pale, and too stale. Now, you can talk about stale ideas, that's fine, but too male and too pale, that constitutes basically sex and race discrimination. So I think what President Trump ought to do is sue her on the basis of the 1964 Civil Rights Act. Her office gets federal money, in fact, $311 million approximately for various subsidies for law enforcement activity. So the federal money is flowing into her office, and if she is engaged in that kind of sexual and racial discrimination and that kind of language, I think she's wide open to exposure on the 64 Civil Rights Act. Donald J. Trump should sue Letitia James on the basis of civil rights.
Have you suggested this to Trump?
I will, so I'm writing about this.
He's listening.
I think the message will get to him sooner or later.
Good stuff. DeRoy, you're all right. Thank you very much indeed.
Yes, according to this tweet, John Stewart was just caught overvaluing his home by 829%. Irony, considering he falsely attacked Trump for his valuations of property. Stewart sold his penthouse for many times higher than the value he was when paying taxes.
Another day of liberal hypocrisy. John Stewart found to have overvalued his NYC home by 829% after labeling Trump's civil case not victimless. John Stewart is facing backlash after he said this week that Donald Trump's case is not victimless. As it turns out, he did the exact same thing. Stewart also contended that failing to declare a higher market value on a property while paying taxes based on the lower assessed value constitutes fraudulent behavior. That's kind of funny because that's exactly what he did. In 2014, Stewart sold his 6,200 square foot duplex for $17.5 million. According to assessor records, that market value was only $1.8 million, and the actual assessor evaluation was only $840,000. Records also show that Stewart pays significantly lower property taxes, which are calculated based on his assessor evaluation. So he sold it for $17 million, but only paid taxes as if it was $800,000. But since he's not Trump, no one's going to come.
This is actually a strategy this is using for a very long time, but the only people they see to go after Republicans. We have seen what is going on with Trump, and it has reached that certain level. We call this out. This is what John Stewart sent out on Twitter. He wrote, "Oh my God, I have been caught doing something not remotely similar to Trump. I guess all I need to do now is start a fraud college, steal classified documents, bankrupt casinos, pay huge money, grab, discriminate in housing, cheat at golf, and format in, and you will review me." That is after he's receiving massive backlash on social media of overvaluing his property, then accusing Trump of doing that. It is crazy. At a certain point, don't put fingers on someone's eye if you know you are doing just that. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that.
Surprised to hear this from Kevin O'Leary, a guy who's such an asshole. Wait. That even the other people on Shark Tank thinks he's an asshole. Now, he's very chill. I'm surprised to hear that he's so chill about overvaluing something that he thinks is victimless.
I don't think this case is about Trump anymore. I think this case is about New York. It's about the American brand. It's about what we promise the world in terms of fairness and justice and investing capital in a country that's built the largest economy on earth. Forfeiture, seizing of assets, is that in our nomenclature in America? Is that what we tell people that want to bring their money here and protect property rights? Forget about Trump. Nothing to do with Trump. You think this is good for business in New York? You think this is good for business in America? To take a law that we used to protect people against buying refrigerators at an overpriced value decades ago and apply it against an individual and then talk about seizing assets like he was in Venezuela or in Cuba? This is a very, very, very bad look for New York. And everybody around the world is watching this. This may be great for the Attorney General. but this is
I
not
hear
good for
you.
America.
But in terms of the valuation, can you be clear as to why? I mean, why would the properties not be sufficient collateral?
What a great message to send out all around the world. Take a claim where there was no monies lost. There was no fraud here in the context of actually people losing money. Deutsche Bank, who made the loan, was made whole. And let's make a penalty of $500 million against a crime, apparently, where no monies were lost. Great message for New York. Great message for America. Bring your capital because we'll protect your property. I think that was a statement that would be much better made sometime in Venezuela. I'm not kidding. That's a scary, scary message. And by the way, there are no such thing as $500 million bonds. There are no $500 million bonds. Never been done before. Never. This law has never been applied. Forget about Trump. Nothing to do with Trump. Everything to do about America and the New York brand. I love this state. My children live here. A horrible message to everybody around the world watching this. Absolutely horrific.
Well,
This
wait,
case
Kevin,
goes
Kevin,
way
but
past
hold on a
Trump.
second, Kevin.
Trump
What
will
would
be
be
gone one day. This
hold on a
attorney
second.
general will be gone one day, and this
I
is
have
what
a
you want to
wonderful
tell
voice,
people
and
around
it
the
won't
world.
be talked
This
over.
is how
Hold,
we
Kevin
treat money in
O'Leary,
America.
I would like to hear what you have to say, but
America.
what are you doing?
Not America.
But it's not
Not
America, but it is.
Yes, after this segment, he never knew people will go digging to see exactly what he has been doing. It was discovered that he overvalued his property. Someone wrote, it is absolutely infuriating to witness John Stewart blatant hypocrisy overvaluing his New York home by an astonishing 829% after he had the audacity to criticize Trump's civil case as not victimless. Such double standards have disservice to genuine discourse and highlight a profound lack of integrity. Before taking his word at face value, everyone should see this for what it is and read his story with a critical eye. Everyone, he told his CNN audience on Monday that Trump is a fraudster who deserves legislative punishment for a victimless crime, accusing him of inflating his assets to get better loans and deflecting them to pay fewer taxes. But in 2014, he sold 6,280 square foot typical duplex to financier Paragraph for $17.5 million. At that time, the property had an estimated market value of only $1.8 million. Just see the amount of money he made. A difference of about $17 million. Then he's sitting here to do this insane segment. Sometimes these people are shameless. They don't even see their hypocrisy unless we point out like we are doing. He should not even say anything about Trump because he did something worse than we even imagined.